Hey, what's up, guys? Back at it again. It's the Insane Game Freak. Otherwise, your friend. How you doing? Hope you're well. Back at it again. Hope you're swell. Yeah, back at it again. Another episode review. I believe this is episode 9 of Pokemon 2019. The Holo episode. A lot of people were happy because this episode acknowledges canon, previous canon. I still don't think it's like anything crazy. It's weird. I've seen pictures on Twitter that show like scenes of flashback sequences of like Misty and Brock and that stuff, but for some reason in the episode itself, it only shows the scene with him and Pikachu at the beginning of the series. And I don't know if that's me missing something or what. I was looking for it and I could not find it. But I know it exists. Yeah, for some reason. Oh, I know what they did. Someone did it. Somebody took the old episodes. Someone took screen caps of the older episodes and redid them in the new art style. That's what happened. That's what was fucking with me. For some reason, I kept seeing like people obviously were geeking out over the fact that they reanimated the original Pikachu and Ash after the Sparrow fight, seeing Ho fly off in the distance because this is Ho. And a lot of people were happy because it re-acknowledges the canon, even though it's like super fucking early canon. Like the canon I wanted them to acknowledge is something different. But I saw the pictures online of the other scenes, and that wasn't in the episode because it wasn't canon. It was just the sequences someone took and redid in the new art style. So that was my fault. I apologize. This is irrelevant. I'm probably gonna use one of the sequences anyway because why the fuck not? Uh, and I'll say the person I'm using the thumbnail of is named @sour258, so he gets the shout out, and I'll probably put his Twitter in the thing. This is not even relevant to the episode. I'm just pointing it out because I thought it fucked me up. The episode itself was fine. I appreciate that the episode only allowed the grandpa to see Ho and like no one else saw him, because I feel like that's a good, like, he had grinded his ass off to achieve it. So it'd be kind of dumb. Like I like the idea of the episode showing that like don't give up on your dreams. Like that's obviously the message here. But I like that the grandpa was the one rewarded because it happened once he rededicated himself to not giving up. I don't feel like there was enough conversation with him in the middle of the episode, but it's still, the whole message still works. But I truly appreciate the fact that they only let the grandpa see Ho. Maybe the grandson, but maybe he needs to earn it in his own right. But I feel like because he worked on the effort of getting him to be shown, but I just appreciate they letting the grandpa see it, being the only one who sees it. It's an experience. You all gotta grind your asses off for it. Go catches a Misdreavus, a Stantler, and a Sentret in this episode. It's kind of weird because if I remember right, if this is Bellsprout Tower, this is like the second real city you get to. For some reason I was thinking this was Ecruteak City because I didn't remember which tower it was. If it was the Bellsprout Tower or the Burn Tower. If it's Ecruteak City, I'm a little bummed out there's no Morty reference, but actually it has to be Ecruteak because that's where you get Ho. You don't get Ho in the Bellsprout Tower. The Bellsprout Tower is something different. I think. It's been a minute. I don't remember the 100% the lore of Johto, but I think that's what it was. But that's besides the point. Anywho, the episode was fine. There's not like a lot to it. I appreciate seeing Johto Pokemon, Cyndaquil, Sentret, Misdreavus, Stantler. I feel like the Stantler Misdreavus stuff is kind of essentially was a way of padding out the episode. We'll have Misdreavus and Stantler be dicks, and then go catch them, so it'll still view it as progression. I don't know. In the older Pokemon anime, what they usually do is they usually have a Pokemon do some shit. But usually they go and explain the reason why the Pokemon's doing some shit. Here, it's literally Misdreavus and Stantler are being dicks and Go catches them after they get out of the illusion. So it feels like padding but I guess it's a trade-off because the padding they could have done would have added in some unnecessary elements. So what they did is they just drug out a random middle section, but it didn't take away from the overall message of the episode about them not giving up on their dreams, essentially. Still a little annoyed that we still don't really know the context of like what being a Pokemon master is, and realistically, Ash hasn't gotten the chance to do anything. I think that's probably my biggest issue, like right now, is that he's just around. Like at least you can make the argument that at least Go is catching Pokemon. So like, and I think people are gonna get caught up on the reference to the old series stuff, that they're gonna miss the point. But like realistically, there's nothing, like he hasn't done anything. That's, I guess, in the sense of the only thing he did was he won a Battle Frontier Cup. That's what he won. That's what he did. He won a Battle Frontier Cup with a Pokemon that we don't even know if it's canonically his yet, because of how the series has always treated Mr. Mime and how it's weird. Mr. Mime is just a weird mon. I just want to see more Ash focused episodes. I feel like Go is so like it's unfortunately it's starting to give me vibes of like movie 21, where like everyone's story was a good film, but it like Ash was such an afterthought, it was kind of dumb. And it actually, ironically enough, the teaser for the new movie gives off a similar kind of vibe, that like Ash is more of like a catalyst, but he doesn't actually serve like a legit purpose in his own right. And that's like my issue, that other than him winning the cup, he hadn't really done much. He's like more used as a catalyst to like further develop Go, which isn't the worst thing in the world, but it's also not overly interesting. It's like, oh, well, Go, I guess Go's getting some more development, and you're like, well, that's not all I wanted though. But that's what you're gonna get. So, the next episode seems to be Dragonair focused. I don't know if this is gonna be the wonderful world of Pokemon Dragonair focus, or maybe Ash is going to catch Dragonair focus. I think it's more of the first part, because it's gonna be, and it sounds like Go catches like the Dratini line. He says it in the preview. He's like, I finally caught the Kaido line, so I think he's probably gonna catch Dratini, Dragonair, and Dragonite, and then he's also gonna catch probably Dugong. I would assume. That's a guess. That's an assumption, but that seems the direction he's gonna go, which isn't overly interesting. The problem with Go, like Go catching Pokemon just doesn't do anything, because even though we get to see them in episodes, like I don't know, man. I need a bond to be formed. Like there's a reason why, like just catching Pokemon isn't overly interesting. Like if there is no character development and no like emotional tie-in with these mons, there's a reason why we love certain teams from certain regions, from Ash, Misty, Brock, Tracy, May, Dawn, fucking Silent, Iris, Serena, Clement, Mallow, Lana, Sophocles, Kiwawe, I can't even pronounce his name, I apologize. But like, there's a reason why we care. It's because in Ash's team from those regions, it's because he had like a fully developed team. I don't mind Mr. Mime, that sounded like a tongue twister, but I don't mind him being on the team. But like, I want him to legit be on the team, not in him get used in episodes. Because like this, oh, we get to use you for a cup, but like then we don't address it anymore. But like I said, we're in early episodes, so there could be changes. But man, like Go catching Pokemon it's already kind of gotten old for me. It's like, oh, he just throws a ball. And like none of them, and it'd be different if certain ones had like certain developments that made them interesting. This is the problem with having an episode based around Pokemon Go kind of shit. It makes catching Pokemon less interesting to me. Like when a Pokemon is caught in an episode, that used to be like a special moment. It happens so frequently now where I was just kind of like, eh. So like the episode is fine. I don't really have any issues with it. I'm just kind of bummed out with the kind of repetitive nature we're falling into, where Ash is primarily just a background character. It feels like half of the time he's more used as like emotional development for other characters. Like he's a catalyst for that, but like that's it. So I don't know. But I wanna keep rambling into this negativity. So please leave your thoughts and comments in the comment section below. This has been your boy, the Insane Game Freak. Thank you guys for watching. Like I said, Sour, what's the Twitter name again? Sour258 will probably be The thumbnail will be his, so link in the description for his Twitter, because I'm pretty sure he's the one doing it. At least from what I'm seeing, the pictures are his. So, with all that being said, I think next time, they don't even tell me what region it is, but I'm going to sue Kanto again. No, Kanto instead of Johto, based on it being Dragonite and Dragonair and Dratini and Dugong related. I assumed it's Kanto still, so we'll see. Anywho, thank you guys for watching. Let's gameplay the win, and I will catch you guys later. Peace. Oh, ho, 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 ho. It's literally like I'm like reverse world Santa. I'm from the reverse world, and my nickname is Santa. And I'm wearing red and white. The green, I guess the green could be like the trim. Yeah, fuck it. You get it. Later days, guys.